Please, everybody, welcome to stage your next comedian, James Huessy!
Oh, what fantastical crap is this? How are we doing? Do we need time to reset? Do we need time to reset from all that bullshit? We need it? Are we good? I'm not gonna... You shouldn't drink the seawater, by the way. You really shouldn't do it.
The man at the dock told me it was okay.
I hope you got it from the actual sea and not from the Charles.
No, it was from the sea. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know how I would be able to check that. I don't know.
Do you want to taste it?
No, I do not. No. Let me run a pH test. All right, let's fucking talk. How are we doing? I'm James.
Okay.
Thank you. Someone's mom. How's it going? I'm originally from Vermont. Thank you, one person. There we go. That's right. Okay, can we at least agree here in the basement of a crackhead burger place? Can we agree that New Hampshire's the shittiest of all the New England states? Yes, we can. She said, it is the shittiest. And if you're from New Hampshire, which you apparently are, let me explain. So, if you're not from New England and you haven't been able to travel outside of like a 3-block radius because you're in college, let me explain some shit. New England is a terrible place. But if you were to personify New England, each family member in the New England family would have like a specific role, right? You have Vermont, my state. We're the kid that went off and got 5 master's degrees, right? But they're all in theater and agriculture, so I had to move right back home. Had to do it, right? And you got Maine. Maine's the kid that was like, fuck college, learned to be a plumber, went out, moved to the woods, got married, didn't invite anyone from New England, right? And he loves rap music, but also insists on yelling the N-word. That's Maine. You're like, ooh, Maine. Ooh, you're supportive, but too much. Ooh, right? Right, you got Massachusetts, that's the mom, right? Incredibly judgmental and hypocritical, right? Right? A lot of bad things that they do is followed up by, but my father did it, right? You know, that shit, right? You got Rhode Island, that's the dad, right? But they've been divorced for 10 years, right? But he just shows up to fuck on Easter. Right? The rest of New England is at the dinner table like, what's Rhode Island doing here? And then Massachusetts is just like, don't worry about it, finish your vegetables. Go see a movie, right? You got Connecticut. Connecticut's the kid that just grew up, got married to New York, and just wants nothing to do with New England, right? Almost like they killed somebody in the 80s in New England, and they're just like, I was never in New England. I was in New York. I have papers to prove it. But then when the will is being contested, they show up all of a sudden, right? They're like, I need a piece, right? All you guys are from Connecticut. That sucks. But then you got New Hampshire, guys. New Hampshire is the state that's addicted to heroin, but only Vermont and Maine know it. It's like our little secret from Vermont. You ever been to New Hampshire? You ever been? There's always some guy who's just like, hey, you want to buy a dishwasher? No tax. No tax. And you're just like, can you do that? And he's like, no deal for you. Get out of here. You're a cop, right? Like every time. Massachusetts is concerned about New Hampshire, right? They see it, they're like, what is going on in New Hampshire? Right? Vermont and Maine have to stall, they gotta like pretend. They're like, yeah, don't worry about it, they're living free. You know? I gave them $3,000 for highway repairs. I went up there, I hit tolls on every road. What are they spending the money on? It's like, heroin, Mom, heroin. It's good. I am from Vermont. I was raised by militant liberals, which all of you are trying to become. That's fucking awesome. Let me tell you, you're nowhere close. You're nowhere close to militant liberalism. You're not there yet. I'll give you an example. My parents built a house in the middle of the woods in Vermont. They made sure that every single room of the house had speakers so that they could pump NPR into every single room of the house. That was our whole house alarm clock, by the way. 6 a.m. NPR every day. Anyone else raised like that? For real? Shit, you and I know a pain no one else will understand. But no one else was raised like that, huh? Huh? No one else raised in a weird North Korean prison camp situation? Just me and this guy just fucking every morning, and instead of Kim Jong-un, it's just Terry Gross coming at you with the Farmer's Almanac. You guys know what the Farmer's Almanac is? Yeah. If you don't, it's a weather report for today written last year by a farmer. That's broadcast worthy where I was raised. That's some fucked up shit. Worst part, they play it after the real weather report, which in my mind, a lot of this information for one morning. Right? You'd be listening to the radio, they'd be like, yeah, Doppler technology tells us that next week it's going to be nice and sunny, and now over to Bill from Morrisville, Vermont, and he's going to tell you about how it's going to snow next week, because his cows told him so. I have a note here from our news director saying we have to play this because his cows predicted 9/11, and we can't look stupid twice. Bill! And obviously my parents, they were probably your parents too, they were just trying to like expose you to current events and shit. Like, that's a great idea in theory, but what you don't realize is if you start every day with NPR, you end every dream with NPR. Which just meant I couldn't go through puberty well. Right? Like, any good dream I had just get ruined by NPR. Like, I could be having the best dream, like I could be on a date with Jessica Alba. Thank you, yeah. No, I was optimistic as shit back then, I know. Yeah. Weird thing, we'd always be on a date at a water park. Every single time, like my brain was just some weird shitty improv show, right? It's like, oh, beautiful woman, Jessica Alba, romantic location? Six Flags, yeah! Let's fuck, right? Like, and I want to let you guys know, the dates would always be going super well up to a point. Like, I'd be splashing her, but not in the face, because I'm a gentleman, right? Right? You know, we'd be talking, and our conversation would just trail off. We'd look at each other in the eyes, and it'd be love. But every morning, Jessica Alba, right, she would just lean real close into my face. She'd just get right up in here like this, right? And every morning, she'd just go, 14 dead today in Gaza is a call. Oh, that in just a minute, I am Terrence with a spoon. The time is 6 a.m. And I just wake up and go to middle school. Just every day for me, just an angry kid walking around. People are like, what the hell's wrong with James? Like, I don't know, something about a car bomb, his family's fucked up. They were fucked up. Wow, I shit on my parents and you guys go fucking silent. That's good. That's good. How much time do I have left?
A minute.
A minute? Oh, we're going over. Okay. No, we're going over with a good story, because I saw some fucked up shit in JP Licks the other day, and we need to talk about it. Like, if you've never been to JP Licks, it's a local ice cream chain where fucked up shit should not be happening, right? And this is what happened. I was in there was this long line, and a couple people ahead of me. There was this mom and this kid. And the kid is just running around JP Licks just punching shit, going, I'm Mommy's strongman. Which is cute, but he was just punching people in line. That's all he was doing, right? He's like, I'm Mommy's strongman. And this is what pissed me off. This is what the mom's doing to stop him. The mom's just standing there watching him, just going, Aiden? Aiden! 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 Aiden does not give a fuck. Aiden is just, I'm Mommy's strongman, I'm Mommy's. He's just coming back, I see him, I'm just like, oh, don't you dare, Aiden. Don't you punch me, I will cry, don't do it. Please don't do it, right? Comes up, punches me in the leg, goes, I'm Mommy's strongman, and so I lost my shit. I did, I looked at Aiden's mom right in the eye and I just went, because that is the extent of me confronting anyone. That is it. You get a passive-aggressive noise, and I'm good, right? But like, Aiden's mom started freaking out. She's like, Aiden, did you hit that man? Go over to that railing right now! So Aiden goes over this little railing, and I see him. I'm like, that's right, bitch. That's what you get. Right? He gets to the railing, and then in front of everyone, the mom just goes, now do a pull-up. And in my head, I was like, right? So he tries to do a pull-up, he can't, he drops down, he just goes, I can't do it, Mama. And then she just goes, well, then I guess you're not Mommy's strongman after all. And just turned around like the frosty bitch that she is. Just turned around. Aiden's crying, we're all watching this like, oh, we wanted ice cream, now we want child services. And here's the worst part. There were 4 people ahead of Aiden's mom in line. She waited for all of them to go up. She goes up, gets ice cream for herself, sits down and makes Aiden watch as she eats it. Yeah, no, I saw that. I was shocked like you guys. I was like, okay, touche Aiden's mom. At the same time, though, you just wrote the backstory for a serial killer. Right? Because you know in like 10 years, bodies are going to start showing up at that JP Licks and the cops aren't going to know why. Just walking around confused and hungry. Just fucking like, another Mother's Day murder. How? How does this keep happening? We have some leads we think it might be related to the writing on the bathroom wall in blood that says, I'm Mommy's strongman now. If the killer is watching, we have a message for you. That is all.